For your first flight, you will want to select a large open area that is free of people and obstructions. We recommend an indoor area with at least 20 feet by 20 feet of floor space and at least 8-foot high ceilings. If you have to take your first flight outside, pick a time when wind conditions are completely calm. The Blade CX3 was designed to provide best performance in zero wind conditions. Even a slight breeze will make mastering the basics difficult. For your first takeoff, slowly advance the throttle stick until the Blade CX3 is hovering just a few inches off the floor. As you will see, the Blade CX3 requires very small throttle adjustments to maintain its position in a hover. Making throttle adjustments too quickly could cause you to lose control when you first start flying. With the helicopter established in a low-level hover, check to see if any trim adjustments are needed. If the aircraft drifts in any direction without control input, you will need to land and make trim adjustments in the opposite direction of the drift until the drifting stops. If the aircraft is drifting sideways, you will need to adjust the aileron trim under the right control stick. If you find yourself drifting forward or backward, you will need to adjust the elevator trim beside the right control stick. If the nose drifts to the left or the right, adjust the rudder trim under the left control stick. Do not try to make these trim adjustments in the air during your first few flights. Always land and make small trim corrections until you can hover at a low level with little or no drifting. With the Blade CX3 trim for a stable hover at low level, practice using the elevator, rudder, and aileron controls to get a feel for how the heli responds. If at any time you feel like you may be drifting into an obstacle, pull the throttle all the way off. A slightly rough landing is much better than allowing the helicopter blades to impact a person or object. To make your first flights even easier, we recommend you use eFlight's optional Blade CX3 training gear. The training gear provides even more stability and will help prevent blade strikes while you're learning. After you become comfortable flying the Blade CX3 at low level, you can transition to a higher 3 to 4 foot hover and practice the same maneuvers that you did at low level to get a feel for how the helicopter behaves out of ground effect. If you ever feel like you are drifting out of control, simply release the right stick. If you have properly trimmed the heli, the inherent stability of the coaxial counter-rotating blades will stop the drift on its own. After you have gained experience flying the Blade CX3 at higher levels, you can try your hand at some advanced maneuvers like pirouettes, spot landings, forward flight, and backwards flight. Thanks to the onboard 3-in-1 control unit with heading lock gyro, the CX3 has great response and locked-in control. Thanks to DSM-2 technology, you can even fly with fellow Blade CX3 pilots. Remember, your Blade CX3 is a full hobby-grade heli with a full line of replacement parts and optional accessories. The Blade CX3 is durable. However, in the unlikely need of a repair, please refer to your instruction manual for the necessary replacement part. The Blade CX3 is easily repairable and fun to fix. Visit your local eFlight dealer for replacement parts or optional accessories. We hope you enjoy flying the Blade CX3. While this video has covered a few of the pre-flight and flying basics, please be sure to read the manual completely before flying. This will help ensure you have a successful and rewarding first flight experience that will prepare you for even more flying fun in the future. To learn more about the Blade CX3 or any of the eFlight blades, or to stay up to date on the latest product bulletins and updates, visit us online at www.e-flightrc.com.